Clayton Campbell, your early race leader, down into turns 3 and 4. Again, this will be 8 laps. So Clayton Campbell, your race leader here with 1 lap in. First night out in that car, by the way. Understand Clayton had some family activities here this afternoon, so he's able to get here to the track a little bit later than planned. Deathridge now to that. Clayton Campbell, your race leader. Deathridge, and now Devin Irvin in the 67 moves up to that 3rd spot. 4 laps in and 4 to go. Campbell about a straightaway lead. Your Powerized Superstocks. Here comes Irvin now for that 2nd spot. Battle there. 2 laps remain. White flag in the air from Walt Farwell. Still a battle for 2nd now. It's Deathridge and Devin Irvin coming out of turn number 4. The 30C, it is Clayton Campbell, your winner in heat race number 1. Battle for 2nd. Deathridge takes that spot. Devin Irvin, Kelly, and the 07 of Mike Doherty. Hey. All right, they'll bring him into turn number 4. Powerized Superstocks, heat race number 2. Meyer, Niswanger. Dave Meyer will bring him down into turn number 4. Here on lap number 1, your race leader, Dave Meyer. So Meyer slides it up high into turn 2 there. Niswanger right on his tail. About 2 to 3 car length lead. Then it's the 10 of Mark Carter. Ferris in the 14 in the Oaks Auto 14 car out of Kansas City. So 2 laps in, 6 remain now. Again, Dave Meyer with that lead. Dave with several several heat race wins this season in your Superstocks. Also 2 feature wins and 5 top 5 finishes for Dave. Here comes Niswanger now to the low side. 4 laps in and 4 to go. Closing that gap now. Niswanger brings it down low out of turn number 4. Niswanger, good run down here on the low side. Stays right on the tail of the 9 of moving Dave Meyer. Dave raced modifieds. Actually was in a Midwest mod here last year. Picked up that Superstock. Racing with the Superstocks again here this year at Central Missouri Speedway. Here comes the 10 of Mark Carter now. White flag in the air, 1 to go. Let's see if the 9 of Meyer can hold off Niswanger and also the 10 of Carter. Niswanger takes, as the car goes over in turn number 4. Red flag comes out. The 14 of Larry Ferris goes over. Ferris gets to the top side, got into the... There's a bank right up in there and got upside down and over. He is back on his wheels, though. Okay, it appears the driver is okay. We're going to check him out, but did a flip there on the backside. Give him a hand. Larry Ferris. Tim Carrick, he's out of Basehor, Kansas. Row number 2, watch for Aaron Morant. Not in a late model tonight, but he's in the 57 team car. He's out of Richmond, Missouri. The 12C, welcome back to Stephen Clancy out of Odessa. And then row 3, it'll be the 03 of T.C. Hambrick out of Warsaw, Missouri. And the 1 of Kyle Henning out of Atchison, Kansas. Kyle told me he was trying to get a handle on that car. That's a used chassis, by the way. So he's trying to figure out what's going on with the what's going on there. So here comes the 03 of T.C. Hambrick now. He is allowed to have a push. The car started on its own, so that is within the rules. They're going to try to give him a push start here. See if they can get him going. If not, he'll have to push him down into the infield area. Trying to get him going there. So again, that's T.C. Hambrick. All right, looks like we'll go yellow here. Not looking like he's able to start. Doesn't look like he's getting, well, maybe, no, doesn't look like he is. He's going to go ahead and pull off down to the infield area here. Okay, that'll put the green light out. Walt Farrell on the stand. When you see that furled green flag, that means we're ready to go racing. This is heat race number 1 of 3 with your POWRi B-Mods. Good field of B-Mods checked in tonight with 16 cars. Again, Carrick on that outside and that J2 race chassis. Let's see how he does with that tonight. And looks like we're underway. Heat race number 1, POWRi B-Mods. The 1K of Carrick goes to the point and to the lead. Here comes Clancy now in the 12C. Good heat race here. Also with Aaron Morant, said his late model engine blew up. So he's racing for Team Motorsports 57. And Kyle Henning goes around. That brings out the caution out of turn number 2. So Henning, the driver out of Atchison, Kansas, gets it under control, brings it down through the front stretch there as he went around. One lap in the books. Again, these are 8 laps tonight with your POWRi B-Mods as Carrick brings them up to speed in the Cliff Harris power-up zone, back underway. No passing until you pass the cone. Then everything's on after that with Carrick leading him down into 3 and 4 again. Derek Neville's looking strong here in the 88 tonight, but here comes Aaron Morant. Aaron Morant, a 4-time modified champion here at Central Missouri Speedway. Raced A-Mods here for many years. He's been in the late models with MLRA the last several seasons. The Next Trend Trucking, number 57 now, down on the low side, trying to take that second spot away from Neville's. Good battle for that second position. Meanwhile, Carrick's starting to pull away. So 4 laps in and 4 to go. Again, that battle for that second spot. See that low line, but now the high line coming in as well, starting to push up. Some of that crumbles up to the curb towards the top end of that track. But right now, with their B-Mods, white flag will come out this next time across for the 1K of Tim Carrick. Now Aaron Morant takes that second position away. So Morant and Neville's your top 3. Neville's fights back on the high side. Down into 3 and 4. Morant down low. Tim Carrick, white flag in the air. This would be Carrick's, I believe, his first heat win of the year. About a straightaway lead. And the J2 chassis, and your winner is Tim Carrick. The 57 of Morant, the 88 of Nevels, the 12C of Clancy, and the 1 of Kyle Henning. Put your hands together. It's the 1K of Tim Carrick, your winner. Heat race number 1, Morant, Nevels, the 12C of Stephen Clancy, and Kyle Henning in the 1. All right, that's set you up now for heat race number 2 out of 3 tonight. It'll be Brad Smith out of Pleasant Hill now in the 99S. Outside of him in the Gresham G1 chassis, it's Colin Pierce out of Kearney, Missouri. Row number 2, I'll call him the Gray Ghost. He's out of Sedalia. It's the 90. Your current points leader, Terry Schultz. Outside of him, the 05 of Jeremy Lyle out of Higginsville. And bringing up the tail of the field, it'll be Devin Payne out of Fulton, Missouri. He's in the 55. So this will be your Cliff Harris Warrensburg Automotive Group heat race number 2 here on Better Kicks Country 105.7 FM Radio Race Night here at Central Missouri Speedway in Warrensburg, Missouri. We're glad that you could be with us here this evening. A warm evening tonight. Okay, lights are out. The Birch Construction, Kenny's Tile, number 99 on the pole. Again, the 15 machine of Colin Pierce out of Hardin, Missouri, in the Walnut Creek Gresham G1 Valor Racing machine. That's your front pole. And then the 90 of Terry Schultz. Terry also a J2 race chassis. The 05 of Lyle outside of him as they come into turns 3 and 4. 8 laps. Heat race number 2. We're underway. Strong field of B-mods here tonight again. As Brad Smith, but no, it's the 15 machine. Colin Pierce, your race leader there on lap number 1. Smith, his first weekend out this year at Central Missouri Speedway. Here comes the 05 of Lyle now as Schultz goes down low. Looks like that top line is starting to come in right now as they start to clean it off on the top side. Good moisture down in the track here today. 5 laps remaining for Pierce. Then it's Smith, Lyle, Schultz, and then Payne in the 55 as they come through turn number 4. Terry right now sticking to the low side, especially out of 3 and 4, trying to make that bottom side work for him. But Colin Pierce looking strong here tonight in the G1 Gresham chassis. Walnut Creek on the side of that car as well. 55 of Payne at the tail end of the field there. Not sure what he's doing there, but the 15 leads him down. That's just 2 to go. White flag will come out next time across. Colin Pierce out of Hardin, Missouri. This would be, if he can stay in front of Smith, his first heat win of the season as the white flag comes out for Colin Pierce. Schultz now side by side for that 3rd spot with Lyle in the 05 as Pierce brings it around. Turn number 3 and 4 for the heat win tonight. Colin Pierce. The 99 is Smith, the 05 of Lyle, the 90 is Schultz. And then it's the 55 of Payne. Put your hands together. His first heat win a year of the season. The 15, Colin Pierce out of Hardin, Missouri. The 99 is Smith. The 05 of Lyle. The 90 is Schultz. All right, your final heat race of the evening. It'll be Jacob Ebert out of Oak Grove. 5-time track champion. By the way, looking on our history here of Jacob Ebert, by the way, I want to thank Glida Jaeger for all the great stats here. Makes my job so much easier. 51 career feature wins for the 94 of Jacob Ebert. He's the driver out of Oak Grove. Outside of him will be the 447, Kenny Prince, moving up this year into the B-Mods. He's out of Bonner Springs, Kansas. Row number 2, it'll be Tyler Cochran out of Pleasant Hill in the 29. Ryland Gibbs out of Osceola in the 1R. And then it's Anthony Tanner out of Topeka, Kansas. By the way, that 1R of Ryland Gibbs is number 1 in B-Mod national points right now. So you're going to start seeing some of these guys move around at different tracks to pick up points. Ryland Gibbs, the 1R. Terry Schultz is number 4 in national points right now. Terry with 4 feature wins on the season, by the way. All his feature wins, I believe here. We'll check that. Terry Schultz, the race leader. Three feature wins at CMS this year. We're underway. Jacob Ebert. Nope, they're going to restart it. All right, that'll be the front row. So Ebert and Prince in the 447, they get one more chance. So only one more chance. Otherwise, they're going to go back. So they'll be side by side, nose to tail in the Cliff Harris Warrensburg Ford Fire Up Zone. There you go. So Ebert leads them down into 1 and 2. Ebert has a heat race win this year already. Prince right on his tail right now. As we go into 3 and 4. Down into 7 laps remain right now for the 94 of Jacob Ebert. By the way, Jacob Ebert, 51, as I talked about earlier, 51 career feature wins here at Central Missouri Speedway. 5-time track champion in your B-Mods in that Livers Bronze BT equipment, number 94. Prince moved up first year in the B-Mods. But right now, it is the 94 of Jacob Ebert. Oh, Ryland Gibbs gets loose in turn number 4, hangs on. So he stay clean and green. So 4 down and 4 to go. For Jacob Ebert, now 3 laps remain. So white flag will come out this next time across for the Livers Bronze BT equipment driver, Jacob Ebert. So Ebert brings him around turn number 4. Tyler Cochran in that 29 machine in the 3rd spot. Then it's Anthony Tanner and Ryland Gibbs as Ebert brings it into turn number 4. I believe his 2nd heat win this year, Jacob Ebert. Prince, the 447, the 29 of Tyler Cochran, the 7 of Anthony Tanner, and Ryland Gibbs in the 1R, the driver out of Osceola. And that takes care of our heat races here tonight at Central Missouri Speedway. All right, let's pull out the programs here on the front side of the track on your Speedway. All right, here we go, side by side in the Cliff Harris Fire Up Zone here at Central Missouri Speedway. We are underway, 15 laps for your Power Eye Midwest Mods. Side by side action. Logan Roark, the number 17, takes the lead as he comes into turns number 3 and 4. TJ Smith, the 5D of Dennison, the 82 of David Wood, your top 4. Schultz in the 41. That's Alex Schultz, son of Terry Schultz. But Logan Roark right now in control, about a 6-car lead right now, as he comes down about a half a straightaway lead for Logan Roark, your race leader. Logan has been strong here at CMS this year. 5 feature wins so far at CMS this season. Current points leader as well. 12 laps remain in your Midwest mods. Oh, Dustin Dennison, problem on the number 5D as he slides up to the top end of the track. Looks like he's going to pull off. Tough break there for the 5D. Meanwhile, Logan Roark continues. Yellow flag does come out. That is for the 5D of Dustin Dennison. Something went awry on the car, probably a mechanical issue, as he pulled up to the top side of turn number 2, makes the hard right turn, and back into the pits tonight. Tough break there. Number 2 in points right now, Dustin Dennison. So again, your Power Eye Midwest Mods feature event.
You have 4 down, ball 4.
4 down. 15 lap features tonight for everybody except for your Power IB mods. It'll be Logan Roark, the 82 of David Wood, TJ Smith there in the 98, the 41 of Schultz. Devin Wetzel, the 26 machine there, the 29 of Oliver on the outside. Brian Meyer in the 9. All right. They'll go through the Cliff Harris fire-up zone as they bring him up to speed out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. We're underway. 4 laps in, 11 to go. Roark leads him out of turn number 2. Looks like he's getting good grip about halfway up the track. Brings it in on the low side. Smith slides up to the top of the track. Here comes Devin Wetzel. Where did Devin Wetzel come from? He came from the tail end of the field all the way up to 4th now. 3 wide coming out of turn 2. Schultz, Wetzel, and Smith now with a good battle for 3rd. Here comes Devin Wetzel up to 3rd now. Devin on the move. Devin Wetzel. As they come into 3 and 4, Logan Roark now pulling weight from the 82 of Wood. Wetzel started deep in this field. Wetzel back in the 9th position, up to 3rd now. So Wetzel coming off strong after a problem in his heat race. So 7 laps remain here now for Logan Roark. He's moving up the points for the Power Eye Midwest Mods as well. Number 2 right now in overall national points with the Power Eye Midwest Mods. Also leading the points here at Central Missouri Speedway. So Logan Roark, 5 laps remain. 5 goes out from Walt Farwell on the stand. Happy birthday, Walt. We missed your birthday last week, but Logan Roark now into 3 and 4. David Wooden 2nd, Wetzel 3rd, Smith 4th, and Schultz 5th. There's your top 5. 4 laps to go. Let's see if David Wood can close that gap. It's about a 1.5 seconds, almost 2-second gap now. But to see if David Wood, just by looking at it, David Wood slowly closing that gap, but he might run out of time here with only 3 laps to go. Wood slides way up in 2. That's not going to help him, as Logan Roark in control here on your first feature of the night with your Power Eye Midwest Mods. Logan Roark down low now, 2 laps to go. He's going to protect that low side as he comes back into 3 and 4. White flag in the air for your race leader, Logan Roark. Roark with 5 feature wins so far this season. If he can hang on here, about a half a straightaway, almost a straightaway lead now as he comes into turn number 4. His 6th feature win of the year, Logan Roark. It's the 82 of Wood, the 26 of Wetzel. Smith, the 98, the 41 of Schultz. Oh, Brian Meyer goes into the tires. That gets the 3D into that spot. So tough break there for Brian Meyer. Goes into the tires here on that last lap. Let's go down to the track and get a few words in with 6-time winner here at Central Missouri Speedway, Logan Roark. Logan has been moving up the charts in the National POWRi Midwest Mod points system as he picks up another victory here tonight at CMS.
What's going on, guys?
Central Signs and Lighting, primary sponsor on that car. Yeah, I'll get down on the track here. Thank you, Tony. Trying to keep that engine cooled a little bit. Logan Roark up and out of the car. GoParts.com, Central Sign and Lighting. Logan, come on over, buddy. Hey, another good run here tonight. By the way, you're on camera tonight, so anyhow, great run here again tonight, Logan. You pick up your 6th victory here at CMS.
Yeah, I mean, I love this place. It's a little haul from home, but all these fans, it's a beautiful track. This thing was hammered down tonight. I want to thank you all for coming out.
Okay, congratulations. His 6th feature win this year, Logan Roark. Looks like we're going to get a tow here for Brian Meyer in the number 9. He came around turn 4, got into the tires there on the last lap. Next out will be your Pure Stock feature event. Thank you. I was trying to get him to turn towards you. All right, let's set the lineup for you. It will be Bobby Russell out of Smithfield, the 24 outside of him. Richard Jameson out of Sugar Creek in the 98. Row 2, Jonathan Evans, the 189 in the 4D of David Doles. David out of Warsaw, Missouri. Row 3, it'll be the 89 of Logan Headley out of Lone Jack. And the 7 of Spencer Rife out of Kansas City. Row 4, Mallory Stifler. She's out of Hoyt, Kansas. And the 41 of Larry Drake. Welcome back, Larry, out of Osceola. Row number 5, Devin Baker out of Raytown in the 13B. The 40 of Darren Christie out of Kansas City, Kansas. Row 6 will be the 43, planned to be the 43. I see J.R. Billings still up in the pit area there. So it'll be the Mrs. 01, I believe. Well, not sure I see her out there either. And then the 25 of Tim Billings out of Liberty, Missouri. That is your lineup for your Pure Stock event.
Cross the finish line or he's just dying out right there. Dying out right there. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Sam, he spun in 4 and went hit right into the tires.
Okay. I don't think they're still going to get it right.
All right, again, just doing a little bit of track packing here up on the high side. Trying to keep some of that moisture down in there. They did a little bit of work at intermission time. Want to thank Trackman Todd. I tell you what, he was here at 8:30 this morning working the track for us. between him and the guys down in on the water trucks as well. Working that track each and every week here to give you the best racing surface possible. All right, backside, you know how to do it. It's Saturday Night Lights. It's your CMS Pure Stock feature. Okay, fans on front, let's get those cell phones out. Let's let them know that you're out back here. They can see those as they come around here. It's Saturday Night Lights. It is Better Country Kicks Radio Race Night here at Central Missouri Speedway. It's your 15-lap Pure Stock feature event. All right, the lights are out. The green furled flag is there. That means we are ready to go. Bobby Russell, 2 feature wins this year, but you want to keep an eye out on the 3rd row outside. That is your current points leader in the Pure Stocks, a Spencer Reif, also with 5 wins this year. As they come into turns 3 and 4 through the Cliff Harris Automotive Group fire-up zone, we are underway. Bobby Russell with the early race lead out of turn number 2. Jamison looking fast tonight in the 98. Oh, look out now. Side-by-side action for that 2nd spot. That's the 189 of Jonathan Evans. So Jonathan Evans now up into 3rd. David Dole's 4th. Now you're going to see 2 of those 89s. Logan Headley is in the 89. Oh, a problem on the 189 as he slides up in turn 4. Loses several spots there. Now Logan Headley, as the 41 gets into the 89 there as well. Larry Drake, his first night out, by the way, in several years. He's out of Osceola. That's his first night out in that orange number 41. Back in the pack. So right now, Bobby Russell, your leader. About 0.6 of a second lead over Richard Jamison, Logan Headley. Then it's David Doles, Jonathan Evans, your top 5. Spencer Reif in the 7 car. Behind them in that 6th position. No, fifth spot. Sorry about that. Now watch also for the 25 of Tim Billings. Tim Billings started tailback on the field. He's moving up through. The yellow flag comes out. Caution is out. We'll check on that. As I think there's something, yeah, there is some debris down here in turn number 1 and 2. That caused that caution. They'll pick up that debris on the track here. So right now with 5 laps in, 10 to go. Your current leader, Bobby Russell. Jamison 2nd in the 98. Then it's Logan Headley, the 89. The 4D of Doles. Reif in 5th in the 7. Jonathan Evans, the 189. Then it's Larry Drake, the 41. The M87 of Mallory Stifler. The 13 of Devin Baker and Darren Christie. And the 403. All right, Delaware double on the restart for this one. So 5 laps in, 15-lap A main event. Lights are out. You can always tell when the flagman is ready if you check that green furled flag and the green light goes out on the front stretch and back stretch. That means that we're ready to go back racing, and that means they'll bring them back up to speed in turns 3 and 4 in the Cliff Harris Automotive Group fire up zone. That's the green and white flag. You'll start seeing it about right there with Bobby Russell. Brings it up to speed, back up the racing speed as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag back in the air. Good start for your CMS Pure Stocks. Non-sanctioned this year. Came up with a set of rules working with Steve Lyle, our tech official and several other tracks to match up those points, match up those rules as much as possible. And now the 89, Logan Headley, moving up with Bobby Russell, your current leader. Headley now to that second spot, gets a little sideways out of 4. Yellow flag comes back out for the 41. Up in turn number 2 now, looks like he's going to pull off. That is Larry Drake. Larry out of Osceola. His first night back out on the track here after a 2-year absence. Good to see Larry back on the track. Wants to thank one of his primary sponsors, Clayton's In-Home Care. Heartfelt in-home care. All right, we'll go single file here just for a moment, and then we'll set up that Delaware double restart. Nice American flag on the top of that 13 car of Baker. Devin Baker out of Raytown, that 13 car. Take a look at the roof, the hood on that one, and it looks really great. The American flag back underway. Cliff Harris fire up zone. So 7 of 15 in the books. Watch now for that 7 of Rife now. Challenges for the 3rd spot, but here comes Logan Headley. Logan as well. Now you got 2 wide, 2 deep here. Rife using the low side of the track tonight. Moving up to 3rd now. Jamison now back down below him as now Rife will slide up to the top side of the track. Oh, and now Headley gets a little bit loose coming out of 4. Gets a little slideways over there. Does the same thing down in 1 and 2 as Rife has to pull up to avoid him. Got on the binders there just a little bit. But right now, Bobby Russell in control, about 0.6 of a second lead on Headley. But watch out for the 7 of Rife. And now the 25 of Billings up into the top 5. He started tail back on the field. Tim Billings in the 25 machines working his way to the top side now as well. Here comes Billings, gets right behind the 98 of Jamison. Good battle here with your pure stocks tonight with just 4 laps remaining. You could throw a blanket over that 2nd through 5th place right now, but Bobby Russell in control here at the front of the field. Again, about 0.5 of a second on the lead as the 89 of Headley closes in. Let's see if Spencer Rife has anything for him. Billings now up to 4th, gets by Jamison. Good battle in your top 5 here right now. Then you'll see David Doles, the 4D, behind them. So right now the race is up front with Bobby Russell. Here comes, oh, Billings goes sideways. In turn 4, that brings out the caution with just 2 laps remaining. Tough break there for Tim Billings. He was in the top 5 at the time. So Bobby Russell, your race leader, did not want to see that caution come out. Headley in the 89, Rife the 7. It'll be the 98 at Jamison. That'll move David Doles into the top 5, the 4D. Then it's Stifler. Looks like the M87 as the 189 pulls off to the infield now. Problem on the 189 of Jonathan Evans. Also, Billings in the 25 pulls off on the back stretch. So that leaves Stifler, the 40, the Bear, Darren Christie, and then Devin Baker in the 13B. So this will be a green, a white, and a checker. Just 2 laps remain. It'll be a cone here on the front. Tony Borkstadt points that out to the drivers. They know that they cannot pass until they get past the cone. So just a couple of laps remain. Again, a green, a white, and a checker. Green furled flag as they approach the Cliff Harris Automotive Group fire-up zone. You'll see the 24 Bobby Russell pick up the speed. We are back underway. Green flag is back in the air. Russell now trying to stay in front of Headley. Bobby Russell. Here comes the 7er, Rife. Rife goes to the high side of the track, tries to make a move up there. Can he make it and close that gap? Russell now 3/10 of a lead. It's 3/10 of a second on the lead. It's nose to tail. Rife, oh, has to hit the binders there up in turn 3. Turn 2, but it is Bobby Russell coming out of turn number 4. Your winner tonight, Bobby Russell in the 24. It's Headley. It's the 7 of Rife. It's Jameson in the 89, the 4D of Doles, Mallory Stifler, Devin Baker, and looks like Darren Christie as well. Christie, then Baker. All right, let's head on down to the track. We'll get a word in. His 3rd feature win this year, Bobby Russell. As it says on the side of that pure stock, that is for sale. That. Give it to Bobby Russell. 1, 2. These kids are going to give him the trophy, okay? All right. We've got a couple kids that are going to come down here and help us give out the trophy. And what's your name?
Cash.
Cash and
Remington.
And Remington. So Cash and Remington, they're going to help Bobby Russell as he gets up and out of the car. Your winner here tonight, Bobby Russell. Bobby's going to get that helmet and get that equipment off. Swift Springs. By the way, some of the hats and our shirts that we gave away tonight, courtesy of Swift Springs. We want to thank them. Power Eye Super Stock feature will be up next. So Conrad, this car is still for sale, correct? This is the car owner right here. So if you want to get a hold of Conrad, a great looking pure stock. Really good car here. Bobby Russell, the winner here again tonight. Hot night tonight. You have some helpers to give you a trophy here tonight, Bobby. There you go. Hey, good job there tonight. You had some hot, fast cars behind you there tonight.
Yeah, I didn't really want to see that last caution, but it happens. That's racing. Special weekend. It's Father's Day, and my daughter came out to watch. And as of lots of fathers here with kids racing and kids in the stands. So happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Special win.
All right, congratulations on your win here again tonight, Bobby Russell. Want to thank Cash and Remington for giving the trophy out here tonight. And as Bobby said, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there tonight. Happy Father's Day, dads. Thank you. And again, for Bobby Russell, that was his 3rd feature win this year. Next up, your Power Eye Super Stocks. And your lineup will be Dave Meyer out of Concordia, the number 9 outside of him, the 30C of Clayton Campbell out of Otterville. Row 2, it's the 25 of Roger Dethridge out of Windsor. And the 44 of James Niswanger out of Osawatomie, Kansas. Row 3, Devin Irvin in the 67 out of Cleveland, Missouri. And Mark Carter in the 10 out of Warrensburg. Okay, on the backside, you know how to do it. Take those cell phones. Let them know you're out there with Saturday Night Lights at Central Missouri Speedway, your Power Eye Super Stock feature event. Row 4, the 30K of Cameron Kelly out of Concordia, the 07D. It's Mike Doherty. Look at him in the back row back there. And that is your lineup again. Larry Ferris. Saw him on the trailer pulling out earlier. Okay, on the front side, Saturday Night Lights, Power Eye Super Stocks. Okay, 15 laps for your Power Eye Super Stocks here tonight. On that front row again, Meyer and Campbell. Good to see Clayton Campbell back with us in the 30C. And moving Dave Meyer as they bring him up through the Cliff Harris Power Up Zone in turn number 4. We are underway, Power Eye Super Stocks. David Meyer on that low side. He has some feature wins, couple of feature wins here this year at CMS. As they bring him into turns 3 and 4. As he comes down the front stretch now. 2 wins this year for Meyer in that number 9. Clayton Campbell, though, goes to the top side out of turn number 2. Niswanger, Dethridge, and Devin Irvin, your top 5 here right now. Good race so far with your top 2. Clayton Campbell, your race leader here on lap number 2. 2 in the books, 13 to go. Now here comes Clayton Campbell out of turn number 2. Campbell takes that race lead, but here comes Meyer back on the low side. You got low side in the middle and on the top here tonight. Good track here tonight. Todd Johnson, Trackman Todd, and the guys did a great job keeping that moisture down in this surface here tonight. Good racing surface here at CMS despite the hot temperatures. Look at the top 2 as they race it out here. Campbell, your race leader. He and Meyer just lap after lap here next to each other on each one now as Campbell pulls ahead, uses the top side of the track, gets a good run off that top. You see him come off the top side, gets diamonds off the top end of that track and brings it out of turn number 4. Those top 2, then Niswanger, the 25 of Dethridge, the 67 of Irvin, the 10 of Campbell, back again. Now Meyer, your race leader, as they go back and forth. 6 in the books, 9 to go. Oh, Campbell now has to get on the binder there. Slipped up in turn number 2. That gives the advantage now to Dave Meyer. Here comes Niswanger in the 44. Now a battle back here for 4th with Irvin in the 10 of Mark Carter. Then it's the 25 of Dethridge. But your race leader, Dave Meyer. 7 laps remain, holding off Campbell and Niswanger. Now Campbell here has a challenge from Niswanger. Niswanger all the way over from Osawatomie, Kansas. Races here just about every week at CMS. He's also moving up the charts as well. Devin Irvin, number 4 in overall points. Niswanger, 2 feature wins, number 2. Oh, the 10 of Carter goes off, but 5 remain now. 5 remain. Carter got off in turn 2, but brings it back on the track. So right now, Dave Meyer in control. Dave Meyer. Moving Dave, the 30C of Campbell, the 44, Niswanger, your top 3. Yellow comes out as the 10 of Mark Carter. Not sure what happened. I missed that up there on the back side of the track. Carter ends up on the tire. So Carter gets high side up on the big uke tire up there on the back side of the track. This is going to take the LaRue crew a little time here to get him pulled up there and up off of that tire as he get up high on that back stretch, and I believe just climbed up and then get on top of the tire there. Did not see that occur, but they'll get the tow trucks back there and try to get him lifted up and off of that tire. And again, don't forget here, next week at Central Missouri Speedway, it's the Seaberg Mufflers presents the Cash Money Dirt Late Model Series Rumble. We'll also have the weekly Power Eye B-Mods, Super Stocks, Midwest Mods, and Pure Stocks. Again, next week here at Central Missouri Speedway. Also want to thank our business card ad sponsors this year, including OK Tire, OK Wheel, Elite Auto, that's Mark Carter's business, by the way, Blue Springs Truck Line, United Rentals, RacinDirt.com, Phantom Distilling, Eichelberry Construction, D&D Excavating, Kleinschmidt's up here on I-70, Dairy Queen, Big O Tires, Brooks Auto. So those are our what we call business card sponsors. You'll find those in the program. Check out their... By the way, they're making some progress on Pub 13. They've pretty much completed the kitchen area. They do have some equipment they still have to try to purchase. That is always a challenge this time. So they're going to try to get that. And they are making some progress inside the pub itself. They do not have a reopening date, but they have made some great progress this summer due to Eichelberry Construction and Concrete. They have been hard at work here all summer long trying to get Pub 13 back up and running. So we will keep you up to date on that. Come up with feature win number 3 this year. See if he can hold them off. So Meyer, nice Wonger down low. Campbell up high in the 30C, the 25 of Deathridge, 67 of Irvin, the 30 of Cameron Kelly, the 07 of Mike Doherty. Just 4 laps remain through the fire-up zone from Cliff Harris. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Meyer down to the low side. Nice Wonger, but here comes Campbell. Battle for second now behind your race leader. Here comes Campbell to the high side of the track now. Campbell might lose that position. He does. Nice Wonger up to second now. Nice Wonger. Number 2 overall. Here he comes down to the low side. Gets a nose in on the 9 of Dave Meyer. It's a 3-car battle for the lead. Just 2 laps remain. White flag comes out next time across. Your race leader still Dave Meyer. Meyer, Campbell to the high side of the track. Nice Wonger right behind the 2, ready to pounce. But the white flag comes out for your race leader, Dave Meyer. Campbell right on his tail. Let's see if Campbell can do anything up top, the top side of the track. Meyer tries to block him up high, but here comes Campbell to the top side. Campbell goes the high side. Down low, the 9 of Dave Meyer. Campbell makes the run on the top. It's Dave Meyer. So Meyer, Campbell, the 44, and Nicewonger, Devin, Irvin, Deathridge, Kelly, and Doherty. What a race to the end there. Dave Meyer, his 3rd feature win this year. Good race right up to the end there, and Dave Meyer hangs on for feature win number 3 this season. Just in front of Campbell and Nicewonger. Western Auto Racing. He'll get that race equipment off, get the helmet off, Gator Graphics, Cliff Harris Automotive Group Power Eye, up and out of the car, Dave Meyer. First Choice Concrete, Caselman Tool and Die. There you go, bud. Man, you had some hot rods right behind you that entire time. Campbell, I'm sure you saw him on that top side of the track. Look up at the camera.
Yeah, I saw him a few times. I mean, we run so hard lap after lap on the outside. We kind of got together a little bit, but that's just racing. I felt some pressure behind me. I'm sure that was the 44 car. My car was good about the first 5 laps, and I don't know if I got a plug wire off or something, but it's not running right. I don't know, so I'll take this one here. So,
well, your third feature win this year. And I think it's 41 career, by the way. I was just looking at the record there. So 41 career wins here at CMS. That's quite a record.
Yeah, I'm getting too old for this stuff probably. So about time to hang it up, probably. So, but I enjoy it, and got a lot of crowd that appreciates me coming out here and fans and stuff. So appreciate you guys coming out. This is a good place to race.
All right, congratulations! His third feature win this year. Moving Dave Meyer. All right, our final feature of the night with your Power Eye B-Mods.
Got him to turn around, but his face was right behind that post.
Shoot. Oh. All right, let's set the lineup for you as Dave gets back in his car. Congratulations, Dave. It'll be the 1K of Tim Carrick on the front row out of Basler, Kansas. Outside of him, Colin Pierce. The 15 car out of Kearney, Missouri, row 2. The 94 of Jacob Ebert out of Oak Grove. The 57 of Aaron Morant out of Richmond, Missouri. Row 3, the 99 of Brad Smith out of Pleasant Hill. And the 447 of Kenny Prince out of Bonner Springs. Row 4, it's the 05 of Jeremy Lau out of Higginsville. The 88 of Derek Nevels. Row 5, Tyler Cochran out of Pleasant Hill. The 7 of Anthony Tanner out of Topeka. That'll be Stephen Clancy, the 12C. The 90 of Terry Schultz out of Sedalia. Kyle Henning out of Atchison, Kansas. The 1 car, the 55 of Devin Payne out of Fulton. Ryland Gibbs, the 1 hour out of Osceola. And T.C. Hambrick out of Warsaw. Saturday Night Lights. It's your Power Eye B-Mods. All right, race fans, let's pull those cell phones out, those lights, whatever you got on you. They let them know that you're here as they come around turn number 4. It is Saturday Night Lights, your Power Eye B-Mod feature event here on Better Country Kicks Radio 105.7 FM Race Night, your final feature of the night here at Central Missouri Speedway. All right, they'll line them up on that back stretch as they come in to the Cliff Harris Automotive Group fire-up zone. It'll be Carrick, it'll be Pierce, Ebert, and Morant, the first 2 rows. We are underway, 20-lap A main event for your Power Eye B-Mods. It'll be Carrick out of turn number 2, leads the early race. 94 Ebert down to the low side. You can see 2 lines developing here, actually 3 lines. The low side, the high side, and right now Carrick in the middle. Ebert up to that 2nd spot now. Jacob Ebert. Pierce goes high in the 15. That's a Gresham G1 chassis, but the J2 chassis, the 1K of Tim Carrick, your race leader. So 2 down, 18 to go. We'll keep an eye out also on the 90 of Terry Schultz as he gets by the 88 of Derek Nevels. And now side by side with the 05 of Lyle. Here comes the 90 of Terry Schultz. He's up to 6th now. Another fast car in front of him, the 99 of Brad Smith. But your leader early on here is the 1K of Tim Carrick. Carrick, the 94 of Ebert. Nice racetrack down there tonight. A lot of good moisture in the track. You see a high side. You see a low side. You see guys in the middle of the track as well. But right now, Carrick gets way high in turn number 4. Almost lost it up there. The 1R of Ryland Gibbs pulls off. He pulls into the pits. That's the driver from Osceola. But right now, the 1K of Tim Carrick. 5 laps in, 15 to go. This will be lap number 6 in the books. Yellow comes out of turn number 2, car and up and off the track, the 55. That is Devin Payne out of the Fulton area as he returns right back to the track. Caution is out. So Carrick, still your race leader here with 6 in, 14 to go. Ebert in that second spot, the 94, then the 15 of Colin Pierce, the 57 of Morant. Brad Smith, first time out at CMS this year in the 99. The 90 of Terry Schultz. The 05 of Jeremy Lyle, the 88 of Derek Nevels. I believe the 447 of Kenny Prince will be in front of him. You see a couple guys trying to keep their tires cooled off as they double them up here now. 447 of Prince, the 12C of Clancy. Tyler Cochran in the 29, the 1 of Kyle Henning, Anthony Tanner. Your mover so far has been Schultz. From 12th to 6th, here, 12th to 5th, here we go. Green flag back in the air. Carrick leads him out of turn number 2. Schultz now up into that top 5. He's using the low side of the track tonight. Oh, he and Morant get together in turn 4. Little banging right there as Schultz trying to get down low, get underneath the 57 of Morant. But the 1K of Carrick in control right now. This will be lap number 8 in. So 12 to go. Can Tim Carrick work his way back to victory lane? Tim's getting way high in turn number 4, getting a run off the top of the track there. Then he dives down about the mid part to the low side of the track in 1 and 2 as you see Schultz down in there as well. Normally you'll see that 90 up high, but you see the 15 and also the 57 up on that top side with Pierce and the 57 of Morant. Look, oh, Morant was thinking about sticking a nose in there. Now Schultz up to 4th, gets in front of Morant. Turn 2, the 55 keeps it going though. Got a little bit loose up there. Stay clean and green. So 9 laps remain for Tim Carrick, the driver out of Basler, Kansas. In control on the top side of the track here right now. You see some bottom feeders and high siders as well. Second place, Jacob Ebert hanging under his spot in his Hoffman chassis. He's looking strong as well right now, but in control, Carrick with about a 1.3 second lead. Caution comes out for the 55. That'll be his second caution of the night. So Devin Payne in the 55 will retire. You get 2 cautions, and that's it for the night. You got to head to the pits. And all the drivers know that, so he's going to head back there and head off the track. Take it back to the trailer. His night is done. Tough break there for Devin Payne. Okay, back to your leader now. 13 in the books with Carrick Ebert in the 94, the 57 of Morant, the 90 of Schultz, the 15 of Pierce, the 12C of Stephen Clancy. Stephen moving his way up too. Stephen started 11th. Then it's Brad Smith, the 88 of Nevels, the 05 of Lyle, Princeton, the 447, Cochran, the 29, Henning, and Anthony Tanner. That completes your field. So they're going to double them up here. So 13 down, 7 to go. The 1K of Tim Carrick. He's been floating on that high side out of 3 and 4. Lights are out. Carrick, your race leader, brings him into the Cliff Harris Automotive Group fire up zone, brings up the speed. Green flag comes out. Here we go. Can Carrick hold off a bunch of angry B-Mod drivers right behind him, including the 57 of Morant, the 94 of Ebert, the 90 of Schultz. Here comes the 12C of Clancy as well. Pierce in the 15. Right now it is your race leader. About half a second lead in front of Ebert. Here comes the 57. Watch for Morant. Morant on the high side. All the way up to the top. The guys are skirting with danger up there in 3 and 4. Banging off that top side of the track. Morant now lifts that front left wheel up. Here comes Aaron. It's 0.5 of a second. Let's see if he can close that gap on the 1K of Carrick. Aaron Morant on the move. He's coming. Morant with 4 laps left. Carrick with still about a 0.5 of a second lead, and then it's back to the 94 of Ebert, the 90 of Schultz, and the 12C of Clancy, your top 5. See, using the middle part of that track in 1 and 2 is Carrick. Now Morant gets a great run off a high side of 2. Closes that gap. Now they go up to the top side together. See if Morant now can close that. He's down now to still about 0.5 of a second. 2 laps remain. White flag will be coming out this. Oh! Carrick gets up on the top out of turn number 1 and 2. They're banging up on that top side of the track. Here comes Carrick now. 0.4 of a second separate your top 2 cars. Aaron Morant goes to the high side. Carrick goes up to block him. Morant goes down to the low side. You got side by side Morant. Carrick goes to the top. Morant on the bottom. Tim Carrick, your winner. Carrick, Morant, Ebert, Schultz, Clancy, Pierce, Smith, Lyle, Nevels, Prince, Henning, and Cochran. How about that win for Tim Carrick? Up to the last moment as they go side by side, and Carrick takes the win. By the way, this will be Tim's 32nd career win at Central Missouri Speedway. How about that, race fans? Did you like that one? Now, on behalf of Earl and Susan Walls, we thank you for joining us here at Central Missouri Speedway each and every week. Don't forget, next weekend, Cash Money Late Models here at Central Missouri Speedway. As your winner, Tim Carrick. Noses out the 57 of Aaron Morant. Trying to get a little bit of that heat out of the engine there. Gets the helmet off, up and out of the car. His 32nd career win here at Central Missouri Speedway, Tim Carrick. There you go, Tim. Man, let me tell you, I know you knew he was back there, and who knows what was going to happen on that last lap. But, man, you got up there and you just nosed him out there at the end.
Well, I messed up. I jacked up over here. I was like, I thought I'd make it interesting. What a dummy. I do that stuff like that. I didn't know if it's Jacob or Aaron or even Terry Schultz. It didn't matter because they're all good racers. It's getting out front and finally getting my car going around here good. Shadron Turner, a J2 car, has been helping me out getting it going. I told him, I was like, I just need a little more dig. Well, they got me a little more dig tonight, and we got where we need to go. So luckily that late model driver, Aaron Moran, didn't beat our butts. So I never would have heard the end of that stuff. So, but I'd like to thank all my sponsors. Earl's not my sponsor, and he's not getting in my car and driving it afterwards either. Because last time he did, he hit the front straightaway wall with my car.
I remember that.
Hey, go ahead.
Hey, just congratulations. Your first feature win here this year. 32 career wins. Heck of a win here tonight, holding off some tough cars.
Yes, sir. We need 32 more, right?
All right. Congratulations on the win tonight, Tim Carrick. Again, on behalf of Earl and Susan Walls, thank you for